Hello and welcome back to Chronicles of Enigma, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and share as always. Today we have part 4 of a part 10 series of Unveiling the Subterranean Mysteries of Agartha and Other Ground Realms. In part 1, we discussed the basic premises of Agartha. In part 2, we talked about the people who spread the word of Agartha. In part 3, we went over examples of underground complexes. In today's episode, we will be talking about expedition and reports of supernatural activities to the Himalayas in regards to searching for Agartha.
Everyone pucker up, it's about to get rough!
Many explorers have journeyed to the Himalayas in search of Agartha or Shambhala over the years. In 1938, a German expedition to Tibet was led by Ernest Schaefer and sanctioned by the Nazi regime. It had dual purposes: scientific research and Nazi geopolitical interests. While it aimed to study Tibet's culture, geography, and wildlife, the Nazis were also drawn by the Aryan race theories and hoped to find evidence supporting their ideology. They were secretly searching for anything related to Agartha, Shambhala, or the Yeti.
They were Nazis, dude?
Oral warnings passed down from generation to generation claim that the Yeti, or Migo as it's referred to locally, is a protector to the entrance of Agartha. As recently as April 9th, 2019, the Indian Army, who was working in the Himalayas, discovered giant footprints over a large area in inhospitable conditions. The tweet even refers to the mystical beast Yeti. Shambhala is a mythical kingdom or pure land described in ancient texts and oral traditions of Tibetan Buddhism. It is said to be the place of peace and harmony and enlightenment. Shambhala is often described as a hidden valley or mountain range in the Himalayas. Some stories tell Shambhala as being the capital city of Agartha. Just to add fuel to the mysterious fire, a declassified document in the CIA's online archive details 6 sightings of UFOs over the skies surrounding the Himalayas in 1968.
UFOs?
Yes!
UFOs.
Renowned artist and archaeologist Nicholas Roerich is known for embarking on an extensive expedition spanning 15,000 miles over the course of 5 years to find Shambhala. Because of the extreme harshness of this region, this strenuous expedition resulted in the unfortunate demise of 5 of his fellow travelers. In his travel journey, Roerich documented their progress, noting that their most proximate encounter with the concealed realm occurred within the Altai Mountains, specifically within the Uman Valley. It was here that an elderly sage guided them to a deserted, dilapidated temple. To their astonishment, the sage unveiled an entrance concealed within a tunnel obstructed by a wall of stones. Years after the expedition, Roerich claimed that his team witnessed a flying saucer while on their journey. Roerich's expedition had several notable outcomes. It generated a significant body of artwork by Roerich and his son, depicting the region's landscapes and culture, collected valuable artifacts and manuscripts, which were housed in the Roerich Museum in New York. It led Roerich's advocacy for peace and cultural heritage protection, resulting in the Roerich Pact, influenced his spiritual philosophy, leading to the founding of the Anji Yogi movement, and fostered cultural exchange between Russia and the Himalayas, leaving a lasting impact on art, culture, and spirituality. It may or may not be important to note that several writers throughout the years have stated that the word Agartha appears in the 1774 scripture on Shambhala, written by the 6th Panchen Lama. Unfortunately, due to the difficulty of the obscurity of this text, I cannot confirm. Please join us again for part 5. We'll be discussing the myth of Shambhala and its relation to Agartha. There's so much information we had to continue over to part 6, and we'll discuss people responsible for spreading the word of Shambhala. Part 7, I love this episode. It's other historical underground realms throughout history, other myths we'll discuss. In part 8, we're going to go through cultures with reptilian humanoid myths. Very interesting. You won't want to miss this. Part 9, we're going to talk about locations that mention the possible entrance to Agartha. They're throughout the world. We'll go into a deep dive and we'll discuss the possibility. And then finally, in part 10, we're going to wrap things up with my conclusions and side notes. There's some things that weren't mentioned throughout the rest of the videos that might tie into this. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us out. And stay tuned for more episodes.